Hello everyone, a fan of football? Do you want to know who are the best young footballers in the world right now? If yes, then you are at the right place. We have all the information you need. There is nothing more exciting in football to watch than seeing young players doing well. Seeing youngsters in a game against mature and experienced players adds to the vigor of the game. It is also what lifts us from our seats and gets us excited. Football is fortunate to have many great talents showing their skills and capability on the pitch. The youngsters have taken over from their illustrious predecessors and taken the game to newer heights currently. Therefore, these young players offer an exciting future for the game. But among the many plying their trade across Europe, a select few have shot themselves into the limelight. These players' performances are being talked about every week. Here are the top 5 young football players in the world. Stick to the end of the video to know about each one. 5. Noni Majok. English starlet Noni Majok made the switch abroad to PSV Eindhoven in 2019. After impressing for the youth side, the former Tottenham Hotspur Academy player has continued his good touch for the first team. He impressed in his first full season with PSV, providing 15 goal contributions, 9 goals, 6 assists, in just under 1,400 minutes across all competitions. He contributed a goal every 93 minutes. This season, he has started well with 6 goals in 14 games. Majok's versatility and passing ability make him an asset in the attack and one of the best young players in the world. He can play either as an attacking midfielder or as a winger. Therefore, with continued form, it will not be long before the big clubs in Europe come calling. 4. Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham has been an immovable presence in Borussia Dortmund's midfield despite being only 18 years old. The Englishman has also racked up 10 appearances for the England national team. It shows the maturity with which Bellingham is currently playing. He is already on track to make it his most prolific season, having scored twice and assisted thrice in 12 Bundesliga games. He has also scored once and assisted twice in 4 Champions League games. Despite his age, Bellingham completes more than 4 progressive carries per game and makes more than 3 touches in the opposition penalty area. He also exerts more than 22 pressures per game. This shows the fearlessness of the young player to drive the game forward. He also completes close to 4 tackles and interceptions per game. His pass completion rate of 84.6% is higher than Serge Milinkovic-Savic in Serie A and Marcos Llorente of Atletico Madrid. Therefore, Jude Bellingham is a complete midfield package. He has already been courted by clubs like Manchester United and Liverpool. Therefore, a move back to a big Premier League club or elsewhere is in the making for the midfielder. Provided he continues his form, he could be an immovable presence for both club and country and establish himself as one of the best midfielders of all time. 3. Antony. Antony is another player shining at Ajax this season. The Brazilian has been in sparkling form at the Johan Cruyff Arena. One of the brightest young players in Europe, Antony scored 9 and provided 8 assists in 32 games last season. This happened despite him playing only an average of 58 minutes per game. This season, he has continued that form with 3 goals already in the league. He has brought his creative game to the Champions League by scoring once and assisting 4 times in as many group games. The Brazilian has enjoyed a stellar year winning the Dutch Eredivisie and Cup trophies. He capped it off with a historic gold medal at the Tokyo Olympics in August 2021. Therefore, with continued success and his performances, Antony is sure to make heads turn in European football sooner rather than later. 2. Rhys James. James has silently established himself as one of the best wingbacks in Europe. The 21-year-old's figures and stats back this claim. This season, the Englishman has contributed 8 goals, 4 goals, and as many assists in 9 Premier League games, establishing himself as one of the best young players in Europe. His tally is double his combined XG and XA total of 4 goals. It is also higher than peer wingbacks such as Trent Alexander-Arnold, Achraf Hakimi and Theo Hernandez. James' expected goals, non-penalty, and assists tally per 90 is 0.55, which is only matched by Trent Alexander-Arnold. It is almost double the other wingbacks mentioned above. But despite his attacking efficiency, James does not slack from his defensive duties. He still averages more than 4 tackles and interceptions per game. He also makes close to 14 pressures and more than 2 blocks per game. This shows the levels that Rhys James has hit this season under Thomas Tuchel. The Englishman is sure to be Chelsea's first-choice wingback for years to come and could also shine for England if he continues his good performances. 1. Phil Foden. Foden is arguably England's biggest talent in the past few years. Despite being only 21, Foden has already played in more than 130 games for Manchester City. He also won the PFA and the Premier League's Young Player of the Year award last season. Therefore, Foden is another one of the greatest young players coming out of England. This season he has contributed 3 goals and 1 assist in 7 league games. His tally currently stands at 5 goals in 12 games across all competitions. Foden's XG plus XA ratio of 0.73 is more than players like Serge Gnabry of Bayern Munich and Bruno Fernandes of rivals Manchester United. His 1.46 shots on target per 90 is more than Sadio Mane, Leroy Sane, and falls just short of Vinicius Jr. of Real Madrid. Foden's greatest strengths include his pace, dribbling, and shooting capabilities. He can play on the wing or through the left. He also possesses great passing and distribution skills. Therefore, under the watchful eye of Pep Guardiola, Foden is sure to become one of the best and most complete players of his generation. That would be it for the video. If you enjoyed it, kindly hit the like button and subscribe to our channel.